bullshit and you know it. 4 weeks of hell? This is bull. Tell me who I'm fucking wrestling, man.
I've been back up off me. I ain't telling you shit. You got that, Caleb? Touch me again, I'm a knock you out.
Easy, Joe. Easy. Joe, last week, I wasn't here. Your partner wasn't here.
That's right. And you put him in charge.
Yeah.
What kind of shit is that?
And what did you do? You gave him 4 weeks of hell, 4 matches, 4 weeks in a row. You're not even going to tell him who his opponent is? Joe, I thought we were 50-50 partners, man.
So did I, Vince. And then you bring in Chopper City or Jobber City, whatever the hell they're called. You don't talk to me about that. And then you got Cross and Mercer running around as the future endeavors. Says who? You? What about me? What about me saying something about it?
You want to talk about you? You want to talk about you? Let's talk about your great signing of EC3, Joe. Where is he? Caleb, have you seen
I haven't seen him.
Oh, maybe it's because he's on a 3-week tour of Canada. Maybe that's why. Putting Canada before JCW. What about that, Joe? And let's not forget, Caleb, maybe one of your opponents tonight is the Green Fit. The Green Banner, bro? Seriously? You're going to talk to me with that resume? Joe, let me ask you a question. You really want to go tit for tat with me? Joe, don't ever forget one thing. I may be your friend. I'm also a New Yorker, Joe.
Well, Vince, I'm also a juggalo, and we're worldwide, and you have no idea what types of games juggalos are capable of playing.
You know what, Joe? Game on. Let's go.
Game on, bitch!
EVE Online on Mac immerses you in a universe with thousands of star systems like never before. Follow a path of your own choosing.
Continue to hold on to the JCW. Hey, wait a minute. That's Willie Mack. That's Too Tough Tony, the rightful JCW Tag Team Champions here at JCW. They've been doing things their own way.
The chocolate juggalo with the street sign.
Take out the trash.
Oh, a brutal crash.
Think you're going to come to Albuquerque, and we ain't going to show up to get our shit back. Whoop, whoop, bitches.
Vince has a very, very important meeting. But don't worry, he's left me here to be your assistant. What? Yeah.
This sounds good and all, Caleb. But if I smell a rat, I'm coming to take out that rat.
Listen, you don't have to worry about anything. Me and Vince talked. He said if I did anything to go out of business for myself, there'd be severe consequences. So tonight, I'm going to be by your side.
Danny, I got to be honest with you. At Stranglemania, I couldn't figure out what the hell you were up to.
You just wouldn't understand. You wouldn't understand it.
Try us.
No, nobody would understand. No, no.
The fuck is that I smell?
Oh, my God. Here we go again. What in the Grateful Dead, Cherry Garcia hippie bullshit is this?
I need sense beat into them. I need something to happen where this disease is pounded out of them. I need you to book a match here tonight on Lunacy. Against who? Against Future Endeavors, because it's the only team I know that can get the job done. I don't have anything to do with Matt fucking Cross. I went to violent jail. I tried to get at the book, and you guys train them discipline. Yes, they do. They do. I need the addiction beaten out of them.
Give me the commercial break. I'll see what I can do.
I am not sure this is a recommended treatment for substance abuse disorder.
Always devastating.
Oh my God! Matt Cross can fly as well as anyone. Moonsault and battery.
Well, wait, an Abel pulling Jackson as safety. They're going to the crowd. They're looking for a drink, and they completely lost focus of the match.
Due to a count out.
Caitlin, come here.
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something, brother. I do not like how you booked the Outbreak with Barnabas against the Future Devil.
Whoa, Joe, you're absolutely right. That's on me. It was a big mistake. I'm sorry. It won't happen again. I promise.
I need you to make me special guest referee against Big Al and Danny Moe tonight.
You know? That actually sounds like a great idea.
Why did you cost me my title? You know you didn't tag me on purpose. Give me my reason.
First time these two have been face to face since Stranglemania. Oh, wait a minute.
Whoa!
That is your new JCW Women's Champion. Wasting no time, no motion. A Big Al. Oh, Vincenzo the driver. And there's the Saito. Al goes for the lariat.
Whoa, wait a minute.
J-Rod tried a cheap shot. She has the knocks. J-Rod has the knocks. And now Al's got the knocks.
Oh!
Nobody's innocent but Big Al's ride.
I call the shots. I own 50% of this company. You understand that? I'm gonna hook you up with a special challenge opponent for the next 4 weeks.
Oh, wait a minute.
From behind, his former best friend and tag team partner, Cocaine, takes the guitar away.
Oh! That's Big Vito. He's got a cactus
This match
stick.
has ended in a DQ.
Oh, no. Oh! Hey, right in the face. Where are you taking him? What's Big Vito gonna do it right now? Rumbo's in jeopardy. Rumbo's in danger. Somebody help him.
Arrivederci, funny guys.
Who loans your money, homie? Who owes your cash? Who taught you how to use the bond for the glass? I don't know much, but I gotta assume that when you hit your first net, your homies was in. What you talking about? Homies, homies. Talk about what dogs about. Motherfucking homies, homies. My dog. Homies, homies. Talk about what dogs about. Homies,
Nasty little crick, I'm from the gutter, born on the echo side. There's a child in the power lines, eating pesticides, fantasize about homicide. Every day I rise, who gon' get it next? I got that list, but though I can't decide. Bullet in your mullet, boy, your body, it ain't hard to hide. Suckers don't stink when you feel them with formaldehyde. Willie was a bigot, but I turned him to a funny guy. No swerve to the side, hair chunks in the sky.
Whoop whoop, motherfuckers! I am your host, Jimmy T. He is my co-host, Whoop Whoop Brandon, and you are listening and watching live HMG's Insanity Show, where we talk all things JCW Lunacy right here, right now. Brandon, welcome back to your show, man. How's things?
Things are going all right, but I think we could take up a little bit more of that screen than we are right now. There we go.
Don't worry, I'm onto that. I'm trying to, it always stuffs us up. Every time I play a video, whatever, for whatever reason, it decides to do that. So StreamYard, get your shit together, please. Just quietly. But how's things?
Yeah. Keep adding all these updates and upgrades. It's like, hey, how about getting this little bug taken wherever it is taken care of?
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. And absolutely, I enjoyed the meal, but not really, because I had to freaking rush. For you guys, obviously, I even felt bad for Brandon. I'm like, look, dude, if you want, I'll do this on my own. Take the day off because he does already so much. But no, like a good trooper here that he is, he's right here with me. So, yeah, man. But more importantly, I'm glad that you guys stayed on.
Yeah, it's all good. We had fun kind of roasting you a little bit in the chat, you know.
I could tell. So, like I said to Brandon, to tell all you motherfuckers, suck my dick. I'm joking, but you can suck it if you want, but it's up to you. But anyway.
Hey, as long as you provide the tweezers and magnifying glass, we're if we can find it at least.
What? Excuse me? What did I just hear? What did I just hear? Because now for that, Brandon, you know what you're gonna get for that one? I don't think everyone's too impressed at all because I can't even find it. Where the fuck did it go? You're gonna get this one. Boo. Yeah, and
You drive a big truck, Jimmy. You drive one of those big giant ass trucks with that 6 wheels on them. You know the ones that have 4 wheels in the back, the giant ass pickup trucks? Because you're overcompensating, pal.
Who's laughing? What the hell? Damn, pal. I mean, shit. Look, they're still laughing at me. They're still laughing at me. Why are they laughing so much? I don't get it. Anyway, stop laughing. They won't stop, Brandon. Jesus Christ, stop laughing, you motherfuckers. Anyway, well, would you rather me have been eating ass, Brandon? Or actually, Richard? Mr. Bronson Vickery? Maybe I was. Anyway, we're not here to be talking about what I speculated on what I ate, but I'll be honest. I actually ate McDonald's. I had to have a quick feed, basically. And keep in mind, it's early for me. I pretty much went straight into Saturday night's main event without even eating breakfast. That was in the morning for me. By the time we were done, it was lunchtime, and I needed to eat, man. Like, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm a big dude, but I don't give a fuck. I love my food.
So it's pretty safe to say, as Nelson was saying, we're pretty sure Jimmy is on the cheeseburgers.
Nah, you know what? I was on the quarter pounders. Yeah.
It's still a cheeseburger. It's still a cheeseburger, pal.
That's true.
Fat cheeseburger. It's a fat ass cheeseburger.
I ate some pig ass, bro.
Dude,
Actually, some cow ass.
But yeah, you get those like quarter pounder patties fresh though.
You know what, bro? They're not even quarter pounders anymore.
No, they're not. Oh yeah, it's by weight. So you add a bunch of shit to it that burns off when you cook it.
I don't know if you guys did this. Well, we did it. I'm pretty sure probably you guys did too, but but maybe you're too young to remember. But do you remember back in the day, the styrofoam, the packaging?
You know what I want to do? I'm going to drive around in that convertible, getting 1 mile per gallon, sucking down quarter pounder burgers from McDonald's and throwing plastic styrofoam containers, non-biodegradable styrofoam containers, throw right out the side because they take white mouth the American flag because I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but no, really. But do you remember him?
I do. Yes, I do. I remember him very well. That was the era, that was my very earliest era of growing up, like in the late 80s, early 90s. That was the era of McDonald's I was introduced to.
And that was the best era of McDonald's, shall I say, by the way. Well, my point was, that's when you get the big friggin' quarter pounders and shit.
Oh, yeah, those quarter pounders back in the day, or the big breakfast back in the day.
Yes, thank you, cabron. I mean, for actually giving me my flowers. I hate to toot my horn. But yeah, man, again, I'm not going to... Last week, I nearly fell asleep because of this. I was close. J12, you spotted me. I denied it. You got it right. That's what's funny. He goes, hey, man, I see Jimmy's falling asleep. I didn't fall asleep, right? Not like you, Brando, when you really fell asleep. Which is...
To be fair, the marathon I ran that night, come on.
I don't know what was going on, but shout outs to Josh because he's the one that he was worried about you, man. He hits me up, and it was about 11 o'clock my time at night, dude. And I'm like, he's like, dude, is there any way of stopping the feed while Brandon's on? I'm like, why? What's going on? Right? And then he explained. I'm like, what? But luckily, you can on YouTube. Somehow we figured it out, and it worked. But yeah, man, I was on the nod. I was nodding off, but I was still coherent. Like I could hear what everyone was saying. I answered what people were saying, but no, you didn't. No, the vet knew, bro. The vet knew. The vet always knows. The one thing you cannot fool, I'm telling you now, is the vet. You just can't. He just no-sold it. He actually gave me my flowers after the show. Sorry, vet, for saying this, but then totally buried me the next day publicly. For spoiling a moment, or not spoiling it, but I shouldn't have said what I said on Impact Attack because I didn't want you guys all running off to watch Raw when Brock came back instead of watching the Impact Attack. But at the time, I wasn't thinking. So, again, I apologize for that. But, oh, God, dude, he's already... You want to get me heat already, don't you? straight. I know he hates it already, and especially after what I did last week, he's gonna despise it even more. But I will ask him because that's what I do. I will definitely ask him and see what he says. I know he would have spoken about on the next level, which I haven't had a chance to listen to this week. I don't know if anyone did, but if you guys did, wouldn't have you already spoken about it on that? Just quietly. That's all I want to know. But yeah, you did get me though, J12. I'll give you that one.
I honestly don't remember.
What? Oh, did you listen to the next level?
Nah, I haven't had a chance to catch it yet.
Okay, because you said you don't remember, but you must have watched it or something if you don't remember.
Oh, next level? No, I have not caught the next level. No,
Okay,
yet.
All right. Well, if anyone did, let me know. Thank you, man. We appreciate you 100%.
Dude, and as far as like sleeping in those positions, dude, I've for some reason ever since I've been a little kid, I've found ways to sleep anywhere. Like
Yeah, man.
We used to when I was a kid, we used to have this like dog chair, like it was like a chair where it looked like a dog's head, like for the back, it was like all like foam and whatnot, but it was like a dog's head, and they had an armrest, and dude, I actually got like I'm pretty sure on here, like I got some DVD over here as home video of me as a kid asleep in that chair.
Really? I don't know how you did it, man. No shit. I don't know how you fucking did it. But like I said, I don't blame you, man. When you do shows, the thing that people don't understand, man, when you do this, yeah, it's easy. We just talk, right? It's as easy as that, but it's not that simple. Yeah, I know. That's why Vet fucking gave me heat because of me saying what I said in the chat about Brock without mentioning Brock's name. I just said, holy shit, it's a huge surprise on Raw. And yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. You were on the air, though, with what he's saying about when Brock returned. But the thing is, Vet didn't see it yet, though, Rick. He was just going by, like, I didn't even mention Brock's name either. I didn't, Drew.
Yeah, you just said, hey, something big just happened on
Yeah, something big happened. I never mentioned his name, so he wouldn't have known what the fuck I was talking about unless he had Raw.
In fact, I remember during the when we did the watch along continuation, when Brock came out, and I'm like, and you were in the chat, and I'm like, oh, is this what you were talking about? And you're like, yep.
Yeah. Did I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I think you were in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, the old jumping Jeff Farmer. Yep.
Oh, well, there you go. But anyway, the point is, man, like you guys said, it does, as easy as it is to talk, it does take a lot of work to do also, man, when it comes to doing shows. I mean, I love doing this. Don't get me wrong. We all love doing this. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing it. But it does, when you do show after show sometimes, it can get to you mentally in terms of not your spirits, obviously, but more like your sleep.
Right. It takes energy. It really does take energy.
And especially when the shows have all been bad across the board, that's when it gets challenging to talk about it.
Right. Yeah. You just had to watch a bad show you didn't care about. You got to talk about, find good things to talk about, while also trying to be entertaining while doing it.
Yeah, it's not easy, man. It's not easy, definitely. Sometimes I listen to my old shit, not as much as Vet listens to himself, obviously. Shout outs to the Vet. But back then when first starting, I felt like we were a lot funnier in some ways. Now we've gotten so serious at times as well. So, talking about this stuff, I try to be more. I like being humorous at times too, doing these shows. Otherwise, maybe I laugh too much though. You motherfuckers all make me laugh, even if it's positive or negative. Here I am laughing again. But anyway, that's I guess you got a bit of a sneak peek about our lives and what goes into doing these shows, especially now. See, for me, it's nothing. For Brandon, he's got to stay up, and the fact that we did 2 shows in a row. Well, he's done 3 in a row, I guess. But you get my drift, man. Doing back-to-backs are even worse. True, Brando?
Yeah, especially like when you don't have like any time in between to rest, or as little time in between to rest, or just have time to catch a breath.
Right, that's what annoys us the most. Like not being able to like really like do what you have to do. Like if I didn't eat, I'd be in an annoying mood, and then I'll just be picking on shit. And I don't want to be like that. That's not me. But you know, we all get moody at times.
Yeah, that's kind of a bit why like I didn't really do the whole AAA watch long tonight. We're like, okay, I'm gonna take a break, get some rest, have something to eat, and we'll do the main event.
Oh, how was it, by the way? Because obviously I was on the road.
Oh, the main event, and the main event angle was and show closing angle was tremendous.
Really?
I'm glad I got to see that. That was good shit.
So you saying I should watch it?
Yeah, at the very least, the main event stuff is well worth watching. Rey Mysterio is the new AAA GM.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yep, and his replacement on commentary, Savio Vega.
Oh, awesome. Really?
Yep.
Is he going to be commentating in English or mainly Spanish?
He's basically fulfilling the role
Where
that
Ray
Ray
was.
had. Yeah, where Ray would he would also be commentary, but then once somebody was speaking in Spanish, he would translate it into English.
Oh, awesome, man. I'm looking forward to that, man. My mouse now is not working. Why is it not working? Oh, there we go. That took a while. Anyway, I can't wait for that, man. And why can't I go up, for fuck's sake? I don't know, man. Things are going haywire. See, live podcasting. Ooh, hear that? Live podcasting can do weird shit. Why can't I go up and down?
Dude, anything can happen when it comes to podcasting or live streaming or anything like that.
There we go. That's weird, man.
I cannot tell you how many times where I've had my settings for StreamYard set up for not StreamYard, or StreamYard or Streamlabs for video gaming. I get set up and then I come in to another stream and they've just reset themselves. Like,
yeah, look what the fuck, man. Like I didn't get that shit too, bro. Like it's kind of weird that they do that crap. But like I said, live. I feel like saying live television, but I guess it's kind of television, but not really. But live podcasting, shit can happen. Shit goes wrong. That's when we get more forgetful too of anything, which is weird. Like me when I'm live.
Do it live.
Yeah, not many people even do it live. So cut us some slack, man. We don't even edit our shows. And we used to, but not anymore. You know what I mean? We like to be raw, literally raw, and uncut, shall we say, when we do our stuff, man.
We do it bareback here, pal.
Speak for yourself, Brandon. No, we do. We absolutely do it bareback because it's bare bones. But we try. That's all that matters. What was I going to say? Before we get started, Brandon, is there anything that we needed to touch on, though, in terms of news, or nothing really worth talking about?
As far as Lunacy goes, yeah, they had during their original live stream, there was huge audio production issues.
Really?
Oh, dude, it was bad. It was really bad. Like there was no commentary, sometimes no audio, sometimes no, like those was getting picked up by the videos, by the live feed that was live camera or live microphones that was picked up by the video that was playing. That's the way you could hear it. There was feedback from the speakers bouncing off of it. It was bad. Like the first 30 minutes was bad.
Damn, I didn't notice that. Well, I didn't watch it live, to be honest. So yeah, but
yeah, that's why you probably if you caught the uploaded version, you didn't see any of that. But it was bad. It was really bad.
That bad, huh? Damn.
Which you know what?
Good.
And you know what? This is actually the first JCW Lunacy that Jeff Lane was at. Just saying.
Oh, really? Is Jeff in the chat? Actually, he's not here today. It's probably a bit late.
No, I'm just. But that's it. But just in case, that's a joke. That's a rip. I'm 100% ribbing.
Oh, look at me. I didn't get it, bro. What am I missing here? Why'd you say that?
Just because me and him, it's just a joke. It's a joke. That's seriously, it's just a joke. The one time that he's there is when that goes down. It's 100% just a joke.
All right, fine. I'm not going to elaborate. I don't know what's going on with you two. I know nothing's going on with you two.
No, we're good. I'm just.
You sure, Brandon? No.
100% a rib.
Now I'm going to make it awkward for you guys. No, I'll start doing evil laugh.
Also, a lot of that comes from me being also insecure and not understanding that people take my shit, and I'm also really drunk too.
Nah, that's fine. You know what? Thank you for telling me that. Because next time you say something, I'm going to get really upset. No, I'm joking. Because you just said about, you're not sure how people take you sometimes. I'll make sure I get really upset just to fuck with you. For fucking with me. Nah. I wouldn't do that to you, Brandon. I'm not that much of an asshole. I can be, but I wouldn't do that to you. Just so you know.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop whoop. Nah. You can do it to me though, anytime. Just like everybody does. I can take the heat, pal. I just don't take it any other way if you get my drift. But anyway. I'm still laughing at your comment earlier on the watch along, dude, before we get into Insanity. When you said I'm the expert here. I bet we were talking about Charlotte. I'm like, I know that's true, but what can I say to that? You said it. That popped me though, Brandon. I don't know why you said it, but you said it.
Which one?
Oh, do you really want me to remind you?
The one in chat? Yeah, I can't see it.
No, not in the chat. When we're doing the watch along, the Saturday night's main event watch along.
Oh, sure about her being a drag queen?
Yeah.
What about me? About me being technically trans? Yeah, I've been open about that on HMG for years. I just haven't discussed it a lot because
I knew that.
Yeah, I was kind of left. Yeah, the only reason I was kind of left that part of me behind me for a while, other than bringing it up for jokes and rips, and when appropriate, such as when certain wrestlers appear on shows such as Tonight, whoop whoop, as we'll get into in one of the matches later on.
We will get into that, and don't mind me because I'm just doing something. That's why this thing's coming up, because you can't do it. See what I just did there? Do you see that in real time?
Yeah, the giant green HMG.
Oh, is it still a giant? Is it still a giant? Oh well, it's not meant to be. But here we go. That's better. Anyway, I don't know why I was still big, but I was just editing, just doing something. But yes, let's get into some JCW Lunacy, shall we? Where we are live for the first time in Columbus, Ohio. Is there any chance of of them going live in the future still, do you think?
I would think I think so, because this is not the first time they've gone live, because they actually, I forgot when it was, like it was several months ago, they did a live like Sunday night Panic Zone, which is kind of like a prototype Sunday Night Heat for them, a live version of it, where like they didn't really advance any stories, but they kept them like intact, or like they didn't really advance anything, but they still kept like up to date. And that went well. Like that actually went well. Yeah, Stranglemania was live. That went well.
Right. That's true. But look, at the end of the day, they would have teething issues, clearly.
Right. So yeah, I think it's one of those things where like they're probably looking, okay, we've gotten this right before. What went wrong here, and what can we do to make sure it just never happens again?
Yeah, good point. It's a real good point. But look, it's not easy. Live TV and shit like that is not easy, especially if look, they're pretty new to it. And when you first do this shit, man, I'm sure it gets people nervous, even if they know what they're doing. Do you get my drift?
Yeah, I cannot speak from experience. The only thing I can speak from is hearing the stories from people who do have experience in that. The amount of pressure when it comes to live TV, and when you're on the fly, and when shit can go wrong and you got to think on the fly, and having that pressure on you, like that's one of those things you can't really speak on unless you've been there.
No doubt, 100%, man. And I mean, even here, like I was explaining before, shit happens, but it's all just teething problems. I'm sure they'll be fine moving in the future if they go live more often than not. But let's get into it though, because like we were saying, there was a ton of technical issues if you watched it live. But like Brandon said, if you do go back and rewatch the stream, all the technical problems did end up getting fixed. Like I did. I watched it after the fact. But we do start off with Caleb Konley yelling at Violent J and wants to know his opponent. Caleb goes to touch him, and then Jay threatens him. He says he won't tell him. But then we see Vinny Russo comes in and says he wasn't here, and says Jay gave him 4 weeks of matches and won't tell him the opponents. Russo says he thought they were equal partners And Jay says the same thing, basically repeating himself. Then Russo asks Jay
Jay had a great line in here. Yeah, what about this Chopper City? Chopper City.
Oh, yeah, Chopper City, right. But anyway, he continues on as Russo asks where EC3 is, and Russo says he's in Canada. Russo says Caleb's opponent could be the Green Phantom and mocks that idea. Vince then asks if Jay wants to go tit for tat with him, but Russo goes on to say he's his friend, but he's a New Yorker, and Jay says he's a juggler and he's worldwide. He says Russo doesn't know the type of games jugglers can play. That's true. As Russo says, it's game on. So now I guess we've got a game of New York versus juggalos.
I'm saying this as somebody from the Midwest. This feels like New York versus Midwest. Even though Detroit and St. Louis are pretty far apart, we're still same region. We're still the same region. For me.
Wait. Yeah, true. I mean, the Midwest, as in Detroit's Midwest, aren't they?
Detroit and St. Louis are pretty much Midwest. They're kind of like the opposite ends of the Midwest, but still Midwest.
Well, you're the don't you guys have the gateway to the West?
Yeah, the arch. Yeah, we're pretty much we're the south end of the Midwest. We're kind of like the south. We're like the southwest part of it.
Have you? Is it far from you, the arch?
No, I could probably get there in about, depending on traffic, probably 20 minutes.
Wow. Do you ever go there? Have you ever had a smoke there and stuff like that?
No, I never had a smoke there, but there was one time when when I was in Boy Scouts, we went to the top of it. That was a sweet
on top
view.
of it.
Yeah, there's an elevator, like these egg elevators that take you to the top, and there's windows at the top where you can look out to the Mississippi River. It's great view. Great.
No way, bro. You can there's actually elevators there that take you up to the top?
Yup.
What?
It's beautiful view. Beautiful view at the top.
Is it a lot bigger than it looks?
Yes. It really is. Yeah, it's about let me pull up Wikipedia real quick, see how big it is.
All right, because I'm curious. Soul Taker was a knockoff done good. True Senov. The Phantom.
630 feet tall.
That's pretty big. That would be an amazing view. You know what? I do, in a way, J12. Problem is, will WWE take him serious? Because he's got everything, man. He really does. Except for maybe the size. That's probably what lets him down. But that shouldn't matter in today's climate.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, look at some of the guys that are pushing on the roster right now.
It's true.
Although to be fair, they are. It seems like they are starting to kind of slowly go back to the older model of larger guys who have star quality instead of the indie darlings.
Right, that's true. But there's not really that many indie darlings right now when you think about it, right?
True, but I think those are the ones that are kind of already been grandfathered in from the previous regime, if that makes sense.
I feel you, man. I feel you definitely, but I do think Caleb's got like an it factor to him.
Yeah, Caleb absolutely does. I remember watching him during when I first started doing the Impact Attack, and he was there as part of this. They did this angle with him where he was like the social media guy for what's the name of the tag team? It was Tennille Dashwood and Madison Rain. They're the tag team champions. I forgot what they were called.
I can't even remember, bro.
I think they're called the Influence. They're called just the Influence.
No, but there's already an Influence though, technically. Now, isn't that what's the name's old new gimmick? Sorry, I forgot her fucking name. Dana Brooke.
No, that's the Elegance brand.
Oh yeah, that's right. Why do I who's the Influence? It's not the Aussie chicks, is it?
No, they're the
inspiration. You're right.
Yeah, they were part of this angle too, because he ended up getting caught in between them because the Inspiration were feuding with the Influence over the Knockouts tag team titles, and then the Influence were trying to, not the Influence, the Inspiration were trying to entice Caleb over to their side, and that angle never ended up finishing because people ended up leaving and signed with AEW. and left the company.
Well, shit happens there, right? I mean, damn, too many eyes anyway. Influence, inspirations, inventors. I mean, come on. One too many eyes. Unlike Kurt Angle in the 3 eyes, that's a different thing. He's talking about this.
Intensity, integrity, and I can't drive 55, pal.
Yeah. Well, J12, the little horny little Chicano over here saying, Tino Dashwood's one fine Aussie. Ooh la la. Ooh la la, you say, huh?
Seems like she shoplifted J12's heart, pal.
Ah, I see what you did there. And if you don't know what he's talking about, it's because she got busted stealing, shoplifting at a store. What an idiot. She comes from Australia, right? She could easily get deported, like for doing something stupid, and she's got money already. Why the fuck are you being a tight ass by stealing something? And what was it? Probably a chocolate bar or some shit.
I think it was an iPhone. I think it was like a phone case. If I remember correctly, it was a phone case.
Tennille, I know you're from my neck of the woods, and I mean literally from my hometown is in Melbourne. But you're a bloody idiot, straight up. For even doing that. You made us. She started getting depushed after that, if you remember.
Yep, and then eventually fired.
And then came back and then fired again.
Yep,
she got married to that fucking doofus.
And he did the whole thing, like months of vignettes of Emmalina is coming. And then she comes out as Emmalina. I'm going back to Emma.
Yeah, straight away. She should be that Emma. But anyway, she was really good though, man. Initially, she was great. Like, she was a great wrestler too, and she could put on a match with anyone. But she literally faded pretty fast and pretty hard too, man.
Hey, we might see her in JCW one day, pal. Who knows?
I don't think she's wrestling really much anymore. Now, since she got married to what's his name? That goofball?
Rich Holland. Not Rich Holland.
No.
I know who you're talking about. I know you're talking about his name. I can't think of his name, but I know
guys,
who you're talking about.
He's a freaking doofus anyway. I forgot his name, but it'll come back to us. And yes, I think it was at Walmart, Josh. As a matter of fact, just the point is, you've got money. You came from overseas. You're not a citizen, and you get busted stealing at Walmart. Really? I mean, come on. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, enough of her. And let's get back to Lunacy, shall we? Because where was I? That leads us to the first matchup. And again, I mean, this feud's been going on.
That's who it is. Riddick Moss. That's who.
Oh, yes. Roger. Yeah. Riddick Moss. With a name like Moss. I mean, come on. Apparently, they're happily married too. These two are like head over heels for each other, Brandon.
Yep. In fact, they had their second child is due next month.
Wow. I didn't even know they had a first child. When was the first child born?
Let's see. He was born on just over a year ago, March 4th, 2025. Shit,
they don't fucking waste time, man. Jesus Christ. Pull the handbrake, Roddick.
Yep, and she's been in America, and Dashwood actually celebrates her first year anniversary of American citizenship in 8 days.
Dashwood's mentioned this?
Yep.
Oh no, as in Dashwood, as in Emma, right? Darn, Tennille.
Yeah, she became American citizen on May 31st, 2025. So yeah, the anniversary is a few days away.
She got married, and then bang, American citizenship. That's how it goes, pal.
Let's see, they married on it was March 8th, 2024 when they got married.
Yeah, they didn't fuck around, man. They didn't even go out with each other. That's just weird, man. When people don't go out with each other for long and then they get married already and have all these kids. I mean,
no, they were they were together for a while. Let me go back and double check.
A few months, not fucking years.
No, it was a while. They were together for a while. Let's see.
And not over a year. There's no fucking way. No chance.
She revealed that they were dating on August 4th, 2022.
When did they get fired?
Let's see.
Wasn't it 2022?
She was released on September 21st, 2023.
September 2023?
Yep, and they were dating. Yeah, they've been dating since. Yes, they've been dating for over a year before she got released.
Still not long enough to get married, in my opinion. Man, I wouldn't do that. That's just me. I'll have to be with someone for a few years before I decide to marry someone. I mean, come on, man. Like 1 year, even 2 years is not that long I don't know. That's just me. But you don't have to agree with me. You can, if you love someone and it's only been a month, go ahead and marry him. J12 though says
seems to be working out for them pretty well so far.
I hope so. She got what she wanted, that's for sure. You get what I mean by that. J12 says, I hope they didn't teach the child to shoplift at Walmart. Oh, you're a character, man. Like, I wonder if, yeah, anyway, I don't want to go there, but still, let's hope they don't teach the little amigo how to shoplift. Just saying. I hope the kid doesn't have freaking Moss's head too. He's got a head on him. But anyway.
If I'm the parents, I'd be like, okay, if you go look up what mommy, look us up on the Google, you might read about something mommy did. That was something really wrong that she did, and she regrets it and she's sorry for it. And that was a mistake she made. Don't repeat it.
And then she was like, anyway. Poor Emma or Tennille. Anyway, let's go back to that women's match because, as I was saying, it is for the JCW women's title in J. Roger champion versus Big Al in Alice Crowley. And also Danny Moe is on commentary just for this match. So, I mean, what is this match number 10? It feels like at this point, Brandon.
I believe this might be the first match of the night. Yes, the first match.
No. I'm not talking about it is the first match. I don't mean that. I'm talking about between these two fine women.
Oh yeah, they've been around the block.
Every week they're going around the block.
But at least they've done things to kind of like, at least they've done creative things to keep it fresh, you know?
Yeah, I mean, are they having too many matches to the point where the matches are kind of declining now at this point? If that makes any sense.
Yeah, diminishing returns. That definitely, that rule's always in effect, regardless of whatever it is that your content you're taking in.
Right.
The problem is with JCW is that their women's roster is a little bit on the
thin.
They got to work with what they got, and they kind of find creative ways to work with it.
Right. No,
I mean,
right.
at least they are trying. I will give them credit. At least they are trying to add more women.
Well, yeah. I mean, how many of them are there on the roster all up? There's probably 5. Something like that.
Yeah, we're like, and one of the mainstays, Haley J, where she's been in the last few months.
Oh yeah,
I haven't seen her in a while.
I totally forgot. That's how long it's been. I've totally forgotten about her, man, which is odd. Has she been in OVW lately?
I don't know. I just don't have the time to follow OVW.
You know what? Yeah, I know. Let's not go there, right? I mean, let's review OVW, pal.
Bro, where are we gonna fit that at?
You can fit it where the sun don't shine, Brandon. That's where.
I already got. Yeah, that's already no vacancy there.
Not if you're Vinnie Mac. I just want to see where she's been wrestling. Let's just see. Because she's technically signed to OVW first and foremost. Is she not?
Well, so is J-Rod, and she's the champ.
Yeah, that's odd. But J-Rod's always around.
But where's Mickey Knuckles been? We haven't seen her since
she's in Japan. She's wrestling in Japan right now.
Okay.
She's on excursion in Japan. And I'm just looking at her Instagram, and I'm talking about Haley J, Hollywood Haley J. And you're kidding me. She just debuted in Power Slap. Did you hear me say that? I'll say it again. She just debuted. You know what Power Slap is?
Yep, so I can see that kind of being like a backdoor for her to kind of make her way into WWE. I could totally see that happening.
Let me just show you guys something, all right? Just elaborate you want. Both you boys disgust me straight up. You know who I'm talking about. I didn't mention your dirty names.
Get me the roast beef, pal.
Can you see this, Brandon?
Kind of, yeah.
All right, look at this.
Dude, seriously, like that shit will legit fuck you up for real. Like that shit will give you brain damage.
Look at this.
Dude, as a shoot, no joke. As a shoot, there was one time in a wrestling match, I took a clothesline from a dude who's about 286.7 to my 5'11", 200 at that point. To clothesline right to my fucking jaw.
Damn.
I'm still not right from that.
Well, all I want to say is I'll never want to get slapped by Hollywood Haley J. That's all I'm saying, because she knocked the bitch out.
No, yeah, she brings it. She brings it.
And is it just me? How much younger does she look without makeup, man? She looks like a baby. No, really. I mean, that's just blowing my mind. Look at her face as she looks at the camera, right? She dead set looks like a baby compared to when she wears all the makeup. I know she's young, but watch when she faces the camera. I was like, what the fuck? Wait, go to the back. Watch now. How young does she look, bro? That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I'd say early 20s.
Like, even 18 she could pass, I think, man, in my opinion. But I don't know, maybe I'm tripping, but she looks friggin' young, man. What? Apparently, according to the lab rat, Hollywood got smacked so hard her head slammed on the stand recently.
Yeah, dude,
What
that
the fuck
shit.
is she doing?
Yeah, dude, those jaw hits legit fuck you up. Dude, go back to the Brawl for All. And that one, what was it? Was it a shot that Bart Gunn, just a shot to the jaw that Bart Gunn gave to the Godfather? He drops and his eyes roll in the back of his head.
Now, or anyone, lab rat, where can I find that link? If you guys want me to just put it up, you guys got to like send me the link, because I don't want to go searching while doing the show at the same time. Like, but if you guys got the link, send it here and I'll play it, because did she really get knocked out and hit her head on the way down?
Get me CTE, pal.
All right, now I'm going to say this about Hollywood Haley J. She's got a promising fucking pro wrestling career, man.
She's talented. She is extremely talented. She has all the tools needed to succeed. Stop doing dumb shit.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to wrestle? Because if she's going to get concussed, this is probably why we don't see her. I mean, is that fair to say?
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Like if she's taking concussions from these slap fights, I wouldn't be booking her, because I don't want her to get like even a worse head trauma on my show. No, I don't want that liability. Plus, I don't want to put her in that position. More importantly,
that's shocking, man. I'm shocked that that's what she's been doing. I bet you that, like I was just saying, I bet you that's the reason why we're not seeing it right now. But that's on her, man. She's got to find out that she want to be a pro wrestler, because if she does, she's got so much potential. But if you're going to do this crap, good luck, I guess. Good luck to you. But she's still young anyway. She can do whatever she wants, I guess. Who am I to judge? But let's get back into it, though.
You know what? I'll say this from personal experience. I was in that same position. I thought I was young. I got all the time. I can do this shit. I can take these hits. No, I'm still paying for them to this day.
Yeah, exactly. And that right there is a shoot. Like literally. Since everyone wants me to look it up, gets knocked out in is it power slap? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, power slap.
Power slap this. Oh, it's a full match. I don't want to watch the full match. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see it. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let me share it. Let's see. Oh, she doesn't look too good. Like, I'm just looking at the video. Not the video, the picture of it.
Oh, thumbnail?
Yeah, just the thumb. You've obviously seen it, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, okay, well, cool.
But
I see here.
Crypto martial arts.
Now look at this chick. You can actually gonna knock things out.
Wrestler for 6 years.
Oops.
Crypto, martial artist, influencers in the country. Been a pro wrestler for 6 years. She now holds 4 titles, including one.
Come on.
2.
That's a good slide.
Total no sell.
We
And
bring
you can see how like her
1.
Shitting bricks, by the way. Oh.
Seeing stars, trying to get to her feet.
She's got the fucking the wiggle and the jiggle going on right now.
Oh yeah,
Brando.
she's out on her feet. She's knocked the fuck out.
She's wiggling and jiggling.
She's trying to fight through, but she's out. She's out.
Go bananas. Declaring the winner by TKO.
Look at that.
Dempster.
Yeah, that's where we need Chris Tucker being like, "You got knocked the fuck out, man," or chick.
I should have had that on my roadcaster. Unfortunately, I don't. You got knocked the fuck out, man. That was good. That was very good. I like that. That looked brutal, man. Whoa, just like that.
That was nasty.
That was nasty.
Dude,
well, good luck to you.
To be fair, the guy got to give that spirit up to Hollywood. Even though she got knocked out, she still got back up. She still got back up.
She was doing the chicken dance, but bro, she really was.
She like that instinct of, yeah, I'm so good. I'm so good. Like her body was telling her she's so good. Her brain's like, fuck you. No, you're not.
What would you? I don't get what. I don't know how much money these guys are making, but even in Australia, they're doing a similar thing, and these promotions taking off worldwide. Except instead of slapping, it's literally hip and shouldering, and a lot of people put their heads down as you know, and they charge at each other, right? So picture one guy on one end, another guy on the other end, and they just charge.
So basically, like human rams colliding.
And some hit their heads like because they duck low. I don't know why they do that. I can't answer all that. And especially it's mainly Islanders in it too, bro. Which is even more hectic, man. Some of them don't even budge. They just boom. Like, I don't know what I would prefer. I don't know if slapping is more entertaining or that, but that's pretty entertaining.
Sounds insane to me, pal.
It's interesting. I'll send you a link one day. Well, soon actually, Brando. I would play it right now, but Jesus. Not here to play back. Maybe people want a show like that.
We've kind of gone way off track.
Well, not really. We're talking about how Hailey J, right? I mean, it's still relevant.
It's still relevant, yeah. But now we're talking about dudes ramming their heads at each other.
No, but you got to check that out, peeps. I forgot what that's called, but it's taking off as well. Unfortunately, there's got to be some sort of, I don't know, regulation to this shit. But anyway, no Hailey J right as of yet, but it doesn't matter because J-Rod once again retained her championship via a DQ. I don't know what that means now for Big L. What does it mean for Big L losing once again to the J of the Rods?
I'm going to assume this ends up with her going into something with Sophia Rose because it was Sophia Rose interference.
She was in the match, right?
Right, because what happened was, it was a dusty finish where it looked like Big Al won. Then because of a replay that the ref saw of Sophia Rose interfering, then he reversed the decision. Big Al still J-Rod's still champion. So yeah, I would assume this has to end up something with Big Al and J-Rod or Sophia Rose.
I'll say J-Rod looked pretty cool last week with a little referee freaking tights on and shit.
Right, and also I forgot too. Got the same with Big Al and Danny Moe. So
Danny Moe was still talking after that, and Danny Moe will tell us why, like you said, Josh, because after the fucking match. And by the way, like Sophia Rose does come into the ring and split stunners on Jay and now then pins Jay, or does she? Not really, because the ref sees the replay on the Tron, and that's how we got the decision in the end. But we cut to the commentators to see what Danny Moe does say. She's coming back for the title, she claims, and says it's hers, apparently. Danny promises to tell the whole story someday. Until then, we will never know, unfortunately. What is his story, you think, Brandon? Were
I-
they
I-
lovers?
I think we'll probably because this was a live show, and there's also they taped a show on Friday. They taped a show tonight. They're taping 2 shows Sunday or tomorrow, or on your side today. Taping 2 shows,
Yes,
so
that's
I'm
right.
I'm guessing that ends up getting played out over those 4 shows.
Well, like Nelson put there, millions of peaches for me. Just saying.
Millions of peaches
Peaches for me. Classic. Anywho, enough of the peach, because is she? Oh, Josh, with the information saying Sophia Rose is currently the Rhodes Academy Wrestling Women's Champion. You go, Rose. I wonder what Cody thinks of it. Obviously, he thinks pretty highly. But anyway, let's go back to Vito, because Vito arrives with his whole Italian crew. And he complains, as per usual, about their screw-ups. As Mac Davis interviews him and asks about last week's kidnapping, Vito goes on to say they didn't kidnap anyone last week. And then Vito talks, then Yabo and Joey Ciccone pop up behind them and threaten one of Vito's buddies with a hammer. This hammer thing is getting too much, Brando. The only hammer I know is Charles Evans, just quietly. Yabo
Well, to be fair, though, the way he actually held it up to him was like he held it against his throat and made sure like the like how the back part, the sharp back part was where if he needed to, he gets scraped, he gets right, and he had to make sure he held it to where he had to his throat, where if he needed to, he could slit a throat with it.
I'm sure he can. It'll be hard unless you yank it. Like, ooh.
Yeah, not if like the sharp end of like attack of like a ball peen hammer, like one have that sharp end where you pop the nails out. If you sharpen it, I think you'd be all right.
God damn, that's
that's mafia style, pal.
That's a moment. You know what I mean? Anyway. I don't know what to say after that, but do we need a death in this feud by this point?
Man, I think I think they're coming as close as they can to killing somebody off without killing somebody off. Like we had Vincenzo, where he was beaten up and bloodied and left in a body bag, where it was implied that he died, but it turns out no, he was just beaten up really bad.
But he's in a body bag.
It left him in a body, left him in a body bag as a message of, hey, we could have taken this further.
Well, might as well take it even further, because where do you really go from here other than death?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Things that make you go, Clearly. Well, anyway, if it's death or it's jail or it's not, and neither of the above, we'll find out soon enough, I guess, right?
They've already done that Tennessee couponer. We've actually already seen the dead fish. We actually already saw that play out. And it was the thing where.
Sorry? No, continue.
Yeah, we had there about I think like a month or so ago, we actually had a segment where Luigi Primo, while trying to suck up to Big Vito and be like, hey, what do you need me to do? I'm making the best pizza. What do you need me to do for you? And here, send this to the and he hands Luigi Primo this thing wrapped up in newspaper. Send this to the the Brothers of Construction, and then they open it up and it's a fish in newspaper.
A flappy fish in newspaper. I don't know. That's the old school mafioso way, man. But anyway,
sleep with the fishes.
You sleep with the fishes. How you doing? Anyway, Stugazzo. Speaking Italian there. But anyway, he continues on, because he does end it by saying, if he wants to see his brother again, or he better follow the rules. As Vito says, we do this on his time. Capiche?
Capiche.
Capiche. Yeah. Well, then we see the ring rat jumping on Stephen Flo, and she's extremely excited to see him, Brando. I wonder why.
Because he's the rock god.
He definitely is. Well, then we see Steven saying it's about time she showed up.
Do you notice the facial hair he's grown since he's turned heel?
Well, you're gonna call him Hollywood's Hollywood, what's it called? God, how do I just Hollywood Stephen Flo?
No, not Hollywood. More just like he's not really a sellout, but he's kind of one of those.
He's a sellout. He's selling out.
Nah, I wouldn't say sellout. More like one of those, like caught up in their own bullshit. They become so self-righteous and get their head so far up their own ass and think they're great, and they become conceited and arrogant and just deluded on who they are, especially in the alt rock scene. Especially in the alt rock scene, Stephen Flo is that.
Well, look at him. Look at you hear the song in the background, Brando. Tell me that's not so narcissistic. He's the biggest narcissist out there, man. It's all about Stevie. What about Flo? What about Stephen Flo?
He's on his way.
I love that, man. Steven. This song cracks me up, man. But anyway, Mr. Cool, Stephen Flo. What do you say after that? He says he's got a week.
No,
she says he has a week to show him.
No, you give me head and I tell you to give me head.
Oh, well, yeah, there's that. And he says she has a week to show him something or she's off the VIP list, bro. What VIP list is that, you think? Stephen Flo's cock? Is that what I mean? Is it? Could it be? What's wrong, Brandon?
I don't know. I'm just thinking of man, this would be a great opportunity. Man, I'm just saying this because I'm a huge Nirvana Kurt Cobain mark. Dude, there's so like this could eat like this whole thing with Stephen Flo and Ring Rat you could just do this as Kurt Cobain and Courtney Love. Like there's so much like you could go to with that.
Does it come out to Smells Like Teen Spirit?
No, keep it Stephen Flo. Keep it Stephen Flo.
Oh, that's Pearl Jam though.
I know, but still it works. It's still Seattle. It's still Seattle. It works.
Oh, true. You're right. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'll give you that. You're right. Hey, Seattle was bopping with the fucking bands back then, bro.
Yeah, we do a whole angle where, we think that we completely recreate the Kurt Cobain death, and then but he's not really dead though. As if he's not really dead.
So we turn into a documentary.
No, it's like we completely like rib the whole Kurt Cobain, Courtney Love,
and then we give our own thoughts.
But it turns out it was fake, and they're both in it together, or something like that. But just as a rib on it.
And then we turn around and say, "You can't work a worker, brother." To end the show. Well, yeah, Stephen Flo. I don't know, bro. You gotta go. Nah, he doesn't. I like him. I'm actually a fan of his. I won't lie. But anyway, she's got a week to show him what she's got. Otherwise, she can get the gabagal and get the fuck out of here. Basically. Even though he's not Italian. But still.
What if
I say he is.
What if Stephen Flo?
What a Flo Stephen.
Ends up with Danny Moe.
Why though?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll go one better. What about this whole feud with Danny Moe, Jay and what's her name? Just put up her name.
Big Al?
Bro. No, I already said Big Al.
Oh, Sophie Rose?
Nah, the other one. The fucking gladiator, man.
Oh, J-Rod.
J-Rod. Imagine they're all fighting each other over Stephen Flo. That's the real angle.
I can see that.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? He's growing his B-Day, and you know what he turns into? Fabio, the most beautiful man in the cosmos. His hair goes blonde. And then he can go into Kurt Cobain since his hair is blonde at this point. So he goes into Fabio onto fucking Kurt Cobain. Anyway, fucking hell. Don't worry, I'm talking shit, guys.
Don't mind me. This is what I get. I get a bit, when I haven't really slept much, I get a bit banana. As also Brandon does. So yeah, don't mind us, boys. We're here to fuck around tonight. Anyway, that leads us. Did I say the whole thing there? I'm pretty sure I did. Because next we see Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony play cards in the back. But of course, Vince Russo comes right on through and walks up to them, and Russo does end up asking if they're enjoying their night off, and says they deserve it. Russo goes on to say he wasn't a big fan of either and thought they were Violent J's favorites. He says they changed his mind, though, when they fought Chopper City. He said he had to replay Willie's dive a few times, as Russo goes on to say he was wrong and says they stepped it up. Tony then, Too Tough Tony that is, says he doesn't trust him, but he does respect him, as Russo tells him to do what he does and says he respects him. A lot of respect going on here, Brandon. Is this all a facade? Did you see what I did there?
I
That
see
leads us into the next segment. Yeah. But is it all a facade or is it real?
I don't know. Like Lab Rat says, Russo's really good at
Gaslighting.
Right, I wouldn't really call it gaslighting as much as knowing how to charm and disarm people.
Charm and disarm. Nice. It's a good tag team name.
Right, yeah, like that seemed more like it was okay. We don't have to like each other, but we can still respect each other and get along. For business purposes. That's kind of what I got out of that between his interaction with them.
Well, he's everywhere. He's going everywhere. He's trying to get everyone on his side, clearly. I mean, that's what he's doing. I mean, he probably wants to overrun Violent J in the future.
Right.
And take 100% ownership.
And not to get ahead of ourselves, but there's a thing that happens later on where we find out that Willie and Tito Tony got attacked. I put my money on it was Future Endeavors who did it.
Yeah, because they're going to Future Endeavor everyone else. And we all thought it was going to be them being Future Endeavored. I guess not, even though that's their name. Interesting name. Yeah, you know what? That makes the most sense, actually, if that was to happen, because they seem like they're the cleanup boys now, if that makes any sense. But speaking of facades and stuff, we see Facade is interviewed by Mac Davis. As Facade says, Mac pushes the idea that he can't win without cheating. Is he Eddie Guerrero now? But anyway, Facade says he beat the Green Phantom. Mac says he could have beaten him. That he could have beaten him. And Facade says he will knock his dentures down his throat if he tries to embarrass him ever again. What do you think of this little interaction, Brandon? Did Facade take it way too far?
No, not at all. I think he's, as character, he should be defensive of, being questioned like he is.
That's a fair call. It's true. Everyone's guilty until they're not. Haha. Or was it the other side? I don't know. But
he's gonna take it on the other side.
Oh no. Why are you putting that song in my head? Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, I'm joking, man. God damn it, this slide is annoying me, bro. In front of me. Because it fucks with my eyes all the time. Anyway, that leads us though to Facade saying about do not embarrass him again. But then we see Red Love and Father Bronson coming out. Bronson gives out roses to fans. He says, if you are ready to change your lives with the mediocrity that consumes you, give him a whoop whoop, as everyone gives a whoop whoop. Bronson says he doesn't look like them, but there's some common ground. He says he's a father. He says the children are a future, and he tells the parents to look at their kids and say they are sorry for leading them astray. And sorry for being overweight. And of course, sorry for drinking that godforsaken soda Fago. And he goes on to say he's here to change lives. He says he made the red roll call or his opponents as Facade comes out for his entrance. And that leads us to the match for the JCW American title between Facade, your champion, and Father Bronson. Before we get into the match, what did you think of that little segment? And then what did you think of the match anyway, overall, Brandon?
Good promo by Father Bronson. I mean, dude is a tremendous character and talker.
I agree.
I could easily see him getting picked up by somebody at some point. I believe he actually did work. He was like work with AEW for a bit before they let him go. Before they let him go, which I could totally see him having that of wanting to prove everybody else wrong. Okay, AEW's gonna let me go. I'm gonna show you what you lost.
Yeah, and that's how it was back then too, man. You know, we don't really get that as much anymore. When sometimes I wish we did.
Yeah, great promo again. I've been loving anything that Father Bronson does. I'm hooked. And
You
this
also,
match,
you're hooked. You're all the way in with him.
dude, he reminds me a lot of Bray Wyatt in the best ways. Like, yeah, I
does.
mean, some with the way he shoots and produces his vignettes, and from what I understand, like he actually those are him. Those vignettes that we see from him, that's all him, and he just sends it to the JCW production crew, and they insert it into the show.
Just like that, without editing it or anything.
Nope, it's basically that's him who does the work and sends it in.
Interesting. Maybe it's not, but why call yourself a facade? And if you know what that means, it's not real. It's fake, basically. Like, does that mean he's a fake person? That's why he's a heel? Is that what we're going with?
No, I really think it's kind of like,
yeah, who
very
cares?
Bray Wyatt-ish, where it's like,
it is very Bray Wyatt-ish. I mean, that's how I took it. I mean, he's like a black version of Bray Wyatt, really. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, and that's not a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. It's just, I don't know. We've seen it before. Josh says some people are more motivated than others. Well, yeah, of course. Big Dirty Mac. Big Dirty. Anyway, we'll see what goes on after that.
No, but
confused.
Father Bronson, he is very clearly a creative, talented performer. Anytime I've seen him on camera, his live promos that he's cut, they've been very good. I just wish they would do a little bit more with him when it comes to like live stuff.
Well, first we need more live stuff, obviously, for to worry about that. And I feel like they do have a good enough crowd base and all that for an actual live show. But anyway, we'll see in the future what goes on there. But let's go to our next segment, because I believe it is another segment. Oh no, we go into the match after that segment. Sorry.
Yeah, the match, because we had something big in the finish.
Yeah, I mean, what was going on there?
Well, we had Mad Mac Davis coming out in the middle of the match going, I didn't get to finish my interview yet.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense for him to do that. Why would he do that?
The only thing that would make sense is this ends up leading to a match between Mac Davis and Facade, which to be fair would not be the worst thing, because Mac is a trained worker. He is an experienced worker.
Right, he is.
The problem is that he might not be physically up to what he needs to be for this. That's the only thing. But they'll probably find a way to work around it.
Come on, Mac.
Hopefully.
I'm sure. He looks like he's in half decent shape. Honestly.
Yeah, to be fair, he does look like he's in good shape.
Like I'm truly mean that. He looks like he's got a few muscles on there, for his age. So I don't know what he's worried about. But anyway, if that happens, that'll be extremely interesting. I don't know if that will go that far, but I can't see why your idea wouldn't work. But we'll see if they do end up doing that. Labrat says he was off his old man. Zombie stole it. Huh? Oh my god, these fucking junkie cunts. Anyway, let's get back to Lunacy, because after the match, if you want to call it that, I mean, would you call it that?
I mean, it was a match.
I guess.
It was still technically a match. He just had a little bit of a wonky finish. but it still got business done.
That's true. That's what matters. As long as the Biz Wiz is done, then we move on. But that reminds me. So as we move on, we see this is funny to me because oh wait, did I miss something? No. We see Barnabas in the back as Mac is talking to him. Mac talks about the Outbreak's drug addiction.
Oh, we missed. There was a spot in the back with Chopper City.
Oh, Chopper City. Sorry, you're right. I'll get back to that. I've got it here on my notes. So after Facade got choked out, we go back to the Bears. We see Chopper City talking, and Bruce tells Atiba to stop. Chop and roll. If he sees Too Tough Tony and Vince Russo comes in, though, as he was saying that, he asks if they remember when they used to buy tickets to the shows until he put them on JCW. He says they went into business for themselves, and once they got the opportunity, Bruce calls it, though, Chopper Unity, which is kind of pretty funny. Russo goes on to say Atiba is the puppet and Bruce is the puppet master. As Russo says that Bruce gets Atiba in trouble. Chopper City says they got a shot at the title and failed. Russo says they got Volon J up his ass and says they can't control themselves. As Russo continues on, saying he needs to take the situation into their own hands. And Bruce asks what their future endeavors are. Russo says future endeavors are Shane Mercer and Matt Cross. As Russo asks if they will fool around with them and says it's tough love tonight, boys. What was that, Brando?
You know
Did
what
you
that
blow
was.
your nose?
You know what that was.
Is that what I think it was?
Does blow my nose. You see me hold something up to my nose and
I was reading my notes first of all, so I didn't see you.
Yeah, no, I leaned back and did one of these.
One of those ones?
Yeah, pal. It's
You did it. That's another one. I can smell it from here.
Give me
Booker T
natural.
can.
Yeah, Tasty Coupon. Give me natural gas, pal.
That's you fighting on Booker T. Natural gas. Oh, this is a show for the ages, fellas. Anyway, we got it all here tonight, that's for sure.
Fart
That's
or
why I
not,
see what you
yeah,
get.
no question about that one.
What was said? What happened?
Fart or not, no
Oh.
question about that.
And do you smell what Brandon's cooking? It smells like shit. It's like,
But I'll eat it anyway.
do you smell what Brandon's cooking? I know Brandon smells what he's cooking. That's for sure. Anyway, fucking hell, I'm gonna get thrown off big time here. Where are we? Oh, but actually, what do you think of the segment though, Brando? Because I felt like Chopper City held their own.
No, they did. They did good here. They stayed in character, stuck to their gimmick, and did not waver. And it felt like Russo was trying to push him, and I liked that. It was good stuff.
Easy though, but it's funny because Russo's literally going everywhere. It's like he's playing like a like he's running for presidency.
When I say that he's trying to push him, I mean from okay, I'm the producer, writer, while I'm also a performer in the segment, so I'm going to try to do stuff in the segment to push you to the best of your abilities. That's kind of what I got out of this.
Also, I love how Vince plays up on himself. If that makes any sense.
Right, like he kind of, yeah, like people expect, I think part of the thing is Vince gets the perception, understands the public perception of him, and he's like this narcissistic egomaniac. So for his heel character, he leans into it.
Absolutely, 100%. But right now, is really good at well, it's the word I'm trying to fucking use, but it's not coming to me. He's good at manipulating situations, put it that way. And I've got a feeling it's going to go his way, one way or the other, and then we see what the Clans will do after that. But till then, that's a long time away. But let's get back into it, shall we, Brando? Because What was I? Oh yeah, that leads us to the match. As a matter of fact,
Mac Davis and Barnabas.
oh yes, Max fucking hell. See, I'm skipping because we went back one when I was talking about the other one. So yeah, Mac Davis, as I was saying earlier, Mac Davis, he's talking to Barnabas the Bizarre. Mac talks about the Outbreak's drug addiction. Barnabas says put the crackdown begins this week to find the person destroying their careers and giving the Outbreak drugs. He says he will find that person to make their lives a living hell. And he goes on to say that the Outbreak aren't here because he doesn't trust a soul in the locker room, including Mac. He says they're all quarantined until next week, sorry, as he says they returned to rehab and will complete it, that is. He says the dealer will then pay the price, as Mac asks what happens if it doesn't work, and Barnabas goes on to say it has to work. Is it going to work though, Brandon?
You know what? The fact that we don't know, the fact that we've seen everything that Barnabas has tried has failed, and this is kind of like his last-ditch effort, I'm interested to see where this goes. I
absolutely am looking forward to seeing where this goes, but is it going to be a situation where if you can't beat him, join him?
That is an option. Like that is a creative option. I mean,
I'm just putting it out there. It would be funny if
I mean, yeah, how funny would it be? Like, at some point we see the Outbreak, they're sharing a joint, they're sharing a blunt, and they just pass it to Barnabas. He's stressed out, he hits it,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden he's now vibing and chilling with them.
Then we see a whole different side of Barnabas after that. Wouldn't it would be funny, man. I mean, only a company like JCW could pull that off and make it interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, that is the only that's what's great about JCW. Like those kind of this completely outside of the box, creative storylines like that. JCW is the only place you can see something like that because that's the only place that like that universe allows for it.
Absolutely. But Josh wants to know, but the question is, who is supplying them with the drugs? It could be anyone. I mean, it could even be, I don't know, anyone.
Get
literally.
me cocaine, pal.
Well, that's the obvious pick, though, right? Would they go that obvious to the point where we'll get pissed off? I mean, is that possible?
I don't know. We'll see when we get there. If we get there.
Yeah. I'll see you when you get there. See you when you get there. And we'll see you when we get there. Anyway, let's get back to it. Only Lord knows what's going to happen with that and all of that. But we do see future endeavor in Shane Mercer and Matt Cross versus Chopper City in Bruce Wyans and Atiba. I mean, shit. This match was pretty. I actually didn't mind this match, man. This match was pretty good, pretty decent.
No, it worked. It was a good match. Like it got what it needed to done. It got Choppa City's characters over while also, of course, establishing Future Endeavors as this dominant ass kicker tag team. Almost kind of like a. And I don't really want to compare them to it, but almost like an APA-ish type team.
That's why I say chronic.
Yeah, chronic. Yeah, that's a better term. Yeah, chronic almost.
Chronic. Remember that? I used to like that thing. And I think Stevie Richards took the thing. But anyway.
Time to hit the high times.
Yeah. Hey, that made him more money apparently too. Having that case. But anyway.
You want to hear a funny story? Russo has admitted that when Brian Adams and Brian Clark pitched the idea to him, he told it the fact it was a the whole thing was a weed reference went right over his head. It wasn't until later on that he finally caught on.
Really?
Then he finally caught onto it. Yep.
That's hilarious. That's awesome. Well, that means, because you know what, Brandon, I think it's time for the main event. But before we do that, wait, was it? Yeah, we do, because we see Mac Davis and Jeeves next. As a matter of fact, Brandon, as Max says, EC3. Geez, I'm tongue twisting my words. EC3 took bookings for the next 3 weeks. Unfortunately, Brandon, outside of JCW, as Vince Russo comes in as Jeeves tries to explain EC's actions. Russo says EC doesn't care about anyone but himself, and says Jeeves, his spot. Jeeves will take his spot. Sorry. Russo says he will put Jeeves in the main event and says it'll be his only main event match in his career. He tells him to strap up his dildo.
Get me the Omos, pal.
Oh yeah, give me the Brock. And says he'll do it fighting. And what's the swerve? Russo says he'll know when he's out there. Oh, interesting. And the Ghostbusters, unfortunately for them, I'm talking about others, need a timeout. But anyway, what was I going to say? What do you think of Jeeves? Is he what's going to happen to him, you think, as we get into the main event, Brandon? Well, let's not spoil it, but what did you think initially of what was going to happen?
Kind of saw it coming a little bit.
I mean, he's kind of he's pushed around a little bit too much.
A little bit.
You think so? He needs to stand up for himself?
Well, to be fair, like Jeeves has been doing a pretty decent job of standing up for himself. The thing is, though, is that he hasn't really had the firepower to fight back, but he still has had a hard time standing up for himself.
So he's got all heart but no bones, unfortunately, if that makes any sense.
As a kid who grew up living and fighting, and dude, I'll put it this way. I was a dude growing up that I would get the shit beat out of me, and then even though I got black eyes and a bloody lip, I'm the dude staggering to my feet, and I'm like, "Is that all you got, bitch? Is that all you got?"
Hey man, you got to do it tough, and you got to do it tough. You got to hustle, man. Hustle and flow. Isn't that a movie?
I think it is.
It is, as a matter of fact. But anyway, now we go to again, we see Facade in the back. And he gets in Mac Davis's face. I mean, if we're going to see a match between these two at this point, I'll be disappointed. Facade asks if he wants to take a swing. Mac slaps him. Pang! Not as hard as Hattie J got, though, to knock her out, but you know what I'm saying. Facade hits him in the balls, then rams him into the rails, and then proceeds to stomps him and drops his belt on him and says, "So big, huh?" And says, "So big now, fucker." Damn. Poor Mac Daddy. What do you, I mean, they have to have a match at this point, right?
Yeah, it has to happen. Yeah, we got to see Facade and Mac Davis. It has to happen. And again, luckily, Mac Davis is a trained worker, so hopefully it should not be bad.
Let's hope not, but there'll be a contrast in styles, shall we say, though, Brandon, if these two do end up having a match. Because, you know, he's not, Mac Davis is definitely not a, high flyer, but he can get it done.
I think they could make it work. I really think they could make it work.
Well, after that incident, we see Violent J in the back, and he finds Willie Mack and Too Tough Tony this time laid out. He asks who and what, then yells Vince and says he'll be back. Rufo is upset in the back now, and he's waiting for Vito to call him as Rufo throws stuff around and yells, "Where's my brother?" Man, too many people getting laid out. It's dangerous in JCW to be around anyone at this point, Brandon.
Yeah, it's almost more dangerous than the NXT parking lot.
I mean, I don't want to be left alone in the back there somewhere. I mean, who knows? It's the Green Reaper, or is it the Green Reaper going after everyone? Get my drift? Brandon, could it be?
You never know when he's lurking, pal.
I know it's not him, but I'm just saying it as a joke. It would be funny if it was. But anyway, that leads us to the main event. It is 4 weeks of hell match, and it's only week 1, just quietly. So this is the first one. It is Caleb Konley versus the Soul Taker.
Yep.
Who the fuck is the Soul Taker, bro?
He used to go by a different name on the indies. I'm not going to say it here because I don't want us to get pulled and gets strikes against the channel, but you can go and look it up.
What? Why?
When you see the name, you'll know why.
Oh, I know why. Of course I know the name, bro. Of course I know the name. He's a Nigel Taker. That's what you're saying. Now, how the hell?
Nigel Taker. We'll leave it at that.
I mean, how the fuck? Like, let's be real now. How do you get away with that gimmick? Like, really? Like, I want to know. Like, how the fuck? Is he funny? Man, come on, bro. I know wrestling does all sorts of ridiculous shit, but really? The Nigel Taker? The Ninja Taker? The Taker? I mean,
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I don't know.
You fucking mark!
I mean, whoa. You know what it is? A Nigel Taker. Oh, man. I can't. I just can't, bro. I thought I seen it all in wrestling, but apparently I have not. But that's all right. He's pretty much the Undertaker from 1994, it feels. I mean, same kind of look, right? I mean, sort of.
Yeah, the early mid 90s-ish Undertaker look.
I'm flabbergasted. Nigel Taker. Anyway, if anyone that doesn't understand what I'm saying, I'm sure you all do, just Google what Nigel means in slang terms, I guess. What it really means. But anyway, yes, we do have this Taker over here, ready to take souls, because he is a soul. He's the soul man, if you get my drift. I bet you that's part of the gimmick too, right? He's a soul man. Get it? Nigel Taker.
He definitely wants your soul, pal. Like Shang Tsung.
And more than that, he wants he doesn't like black people, it seems. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, nevertheless, it's week 1 of these 4 weeks of hell matches that we're going to have with Caleb Konley, unfortunately for him. So Violent J is picking the mystery opponent for Caleb each week with 4 weeks of hell, as the Nigel Taker is a niche famous wrestler who went by the name, you get it, on the indies. Anyway, what can I say? Seriously. Caleb tries hits Soul with his shove and pins him and gets the 1, 2, 3 in the end. I just can't, look, the point is, he beats the Taker guy who looks like Undertaker but works like Kane.
And we already got one of those, pal. A dude who looks like Undertaker works like Kane.
Where have I heard that phrase before? Oh yeah, stings like a friggin' move like a butterfly, stings like a bee. In this case, it was fly like a moth and choke like a cough. I have no idea, but I'm still flabbergasted. But what I saw here. But what do you think of this match? I've been knocked about, pal. Nigel Taker. I'm so close to saying the real thing, and I'm trying not to.
Yeah, this was definitely like, wait, what? But if it's a 4-week build and each one's supposed to top the last week's, I get it. I get it.
Oh God, you get it?
If
'Cause I
that's
don't know
where
if I
they're
get it.
if where they're going is like each week is supposed to be tougher or a bigger name than the last, okay, I get it.
Oh man. Now, Brett, say it with me, bro. We'll do it together. 1, 2. Nah, I can't say it. It's tempting because it's got a good ring to it. It makes you want to say it. Not in that way. I mean, it rhymes, if you get my drift. But I'm not going to say it. But it's fucked up. That's all I'm saying. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool over here, man. Josh wants to know, though, it'll be interesting to see who the other 3 mystery opponents are. Well, if it goes anything by this guy, maybe we'll get Nails next.
Get me Nails, pal.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Imagine that. Get me Nails, pal. Behind me. Anyway, that was your JCW Lunacy review show.
we got more. We still got plenty more.
We do. All right, let's go. Fine. I'm just flabbergasted.
Dude, we had Joel Gertner make his debut.
Oh yes. Sorry, wait. Let me get back to that because Joel Gertner of ECW fame. As a matter of fact, I'm actually friends with him. I've spoken to him a lot over the years, so I'm actually happy to see this because Joel says he has 22 illegitimate children in Ohio, as he's the sexual intellectual and the cunning linguist. He says he's the quintessential stud muffin, which he's always been known for back in ECW. Joel talks about why the fans are lucky to see him. As Joel says, there's no wrestling company in the last 25 years who could find him except for JCW. As Joel asks himself who he would manage in JCW, he says he's not telling. He says it's for everyone to figure it out. He says the devil sold his man's soul 50% off. He says he's the one who is coming, and that's all you need to know if you get what he means by that. He says he'll get here soon, or he has so, whichever comes first.
Let's just say, as somebody who has a little bit of knowing what this is like, and also Joel Gertner, the quintessential stud muffin. Well, who else who appeared on this roster or appeared on this show who has quintessential in their name?
The quintessential stud muffin, Joel. I bang your mom.
And also, who could be talking about how someone else who quintessential on this show could be he is coming.
Coming on your face. That's what his reference is, really.
Although that he you might think of is who you might mistake for a she, as we'll get to later on.
Or shim. Or him or she. I don't know, but let's keep going. Because after that, we see Mac Daddy again. Seems like he's fine after what happened before. Talking to Brea Wellington and calls him a broke ass. He's kicking back with Freya the Slayer. And Mac says Freya can win a JCW contract if she passes a 3-match series. Brea calls him Nutsack Mac. See what he did there. And says Freya is his road to the big time and says he'll be Richie Boy again and says it's Freya night, baby. Not the baby part, but you know what I mean.
Yep. And then that matchup is up next. Freya the Slayer's match is against the quintessential diva, Giselle Shaw.
Well, she lost, though.
Yep.
So what? We're going to get the quintessential stud muffin?
Quintessential stud
Bringing it
muffin
back to the winning?
with the quintessential diva. Yep.
I know, Mac totally no-sold that fucking beating. That's wrestling, bro. What do you do? Professional wrestling in 2026, pal. No selling means selling. For nobody, basically. Anyway, it is what it is. What do you think of the show overall for the first live show? I know the first 30 minutes was tough, as you said. I didn't catch it live, unfortunately for me, or fortunately for me.
That was a
However
good
you
show,
want
but we actually still got more. We still got Big Vito in ring with him and Yabo and his crew, and then we
Oh.
have Russo and Jeeves.
I'll keep going. You're right. That's true. But Jeeves coming. There's so much talking on this. But Jeeves comes out. Vince Russo comes out with a bat. Jeeves says this will probably be one of the last times he gets to talk. He says Russo is a snake in the grass. And Jeeves says Russo tried to put a hit out on him as Russo tells him to sharp. Russo says he's a mark and has no business being in Detroit. He says he's an ass clown. And Russo says Jeeves pulled the wool over Jay's eyes, but not his because he's from New York, brother. New York. Says EC3 got kicked out of the WWE. He asked where EC3 is and says EC3 is on a 3-week tour in Canada, eh? He says that means Jeeves is here alone. As Russo says, he's his opponent tonight and hits him with the bat several times. As Violent J comes out, Russo goes to hit him with the baseball bat, but stops himself. Jay tells him to do it. Russo then shoves him with the bat instead, and the show finally finishes. Sorry I didn't talk about that. It's only because keeping everyone up this late is I'm trying to do you guys a favor, just quietly. But you're right. I should have gotten back to that.
It's all good. But there's also a part 2 where there's an in-ring with Vito and Yaffa, or Yabo or Ruffo. Yeah, where basically like, yeah, you got a week to choose between, are you going to work for me or you want to see your brother again?
Yeah, I was going to say, look, I'll just do it quickly. Let's just to end it. Because that was before this segment, which I forgot to mention. But anyway, Big Vito comes out with his crew as Yabo the Clown and Joey Ciccone comes out. Yabo asks where his brother is and threatens Vito. Vito's buddy Sal, that is, then threatens Yabo. Whoops, I went a bit too far there. And Vito tells him to rejoin the Luciano family if he wants to see his brother again. He says Yabo will do everything he says, or he will introduce him to Vincenzo, the Vice. Ooh. And says he will learn what the Vice is all about. Is it a Vice grip, you think, by any chance? Anyway, Vito says he has 1 week to give him an answer. Vito then lariats him as Vito's crew triple teams him, and Vito says to put him on ice. And they hand off Yabo, and that's as Vito knees Yabo in the gut. Then Vito's crew then takes Yabo to the back, and we don't know what the fuck happened to him after that. Is he going to be dead? Is he alive?
Or does he end up joining Vito? We'll find out next week.
I think he joins Vito, but he's going to be undercover. You know, it's going to become a typical wrestling story in the end.
But yeah, it basically turns into a keep your friends close, enemies closer type deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Was it too much talking on this show?
Yeah, there was quite a bit of talking, but to be fair, it's that the talking is better than the wrestling when it comes to JCW.
Oh, shit. He didn't just say that. You're lucky our particular friend is not here listening. I'm just saying. Or is he? No, I don't know, but maybe we should have known. I like this Brandon when he's like this. He doesn't hold back. He gets the guns and goes bang, 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 bang. He did say, to be fair, it's true. That's very true. You're lucky you said to be fair.
To be fair.
Professor. Well, that's a good note. He said it, not me, just quietly. I love you, Brandon. It's all good, man. But they got me from left field. I will say that. That really did. But in saying that, let's take it home, Brando. What are you doing?
See what we got going on tomorrow with HMG. We have tomorrow night we have the AEW Double or Nothing watch along marathon, which is gonna be that's gonna be rough to get. Oh, that's gonna be rough.
Yeah, tell them all about it, pal.
Hopefully AEW makes it rip for our pleasure. Let's put it that way.
Very interesting.
And then on Monday, we got the Monday Locker Room. We got the Monday Locker Room Raw watch along the Impact Attack. And then on Tuesday, we got This Week in WWE. We have Hitting the Marks. We have the A Show. We have Lace Art NXT watch along. We have the Wednesday locker room, and then Wednesday Next Level Wrestling review, the AEW Dynamite watch along with Bell Count Thursday, Friday locker room, the HMG JCW Lunacy and TNA Impact watch alongs, and then on Friday the Friday locker room, and then on Saturday, what we got on Saturday? Yeah, I think we're probably back to regular schedule with Lunacy and the AAA watch along with the Mask versus Max match with the El Grande Americanos, pal. Whoop, whoop.
Hey, wait a minute. I know Clash in Italy is on a Sunday, isn't it?
It is Sunday, yes. Thank God
so
it's Sunday.
Then, yeah.
Thank God it's Sunday. It's a late start, which means I can speed through it, or replay, which I can speed through it and go right into HMG After Dark, which is good.
Good. That's good to know. Well, Brandon said everything for me. I don't have to say anything myself. I think he did forget to say that wreckage, boy, which is tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern with myself, the vet, and of course the Professor Chabela Vera Cruz. Do not miss that out on that one. But till then, I am Jimmy T. He is Whoop Whoop Brandon, and you've been listening and watching Insanity, your JCW Lunacy review show live on the Hameen Media Group's YouTube channel, and of course on the Patreon after the fact. Till next time, much love. We love you all, and peace.
I can't ignore you. In my room, do anything for you. I do adore you. In my room, sometimes I kiss her. I start shaking. She slips me the tongue and it tastes like bacon. Something's wrong. Baby's upset. She told me she was spotted by the neighbor's kid. She can't come back now because they know our secret. Unless I can make them keep it. If I do, she may come to life. Now I'm in their yard with a shotgun and knife. Cut the screen, went in and found the kid. Blew a bowl of spaghetti in the side of his head. And the daddy was next, running down the hall. I shredded his throat and he was quick to fall. Tossed the Mossberg and gripped the knife. Started stabbing the shit out of his wife. Went home a bloody mess with a job well done. Wash up, wait for my baby to come. I can't ignore you. In my room, do anything for you, lady. I do adore you. In my room, you and I can't ignore you. In my room, do anything for you, lady. I do adore you. In my room, you and I waited 2 or 3 days, 4 days, waiting for the tap like always. I waited and hated that I created a bloody mess. I waited 2 or 3 months, 4 months, waiting for the tap just for once. I waited and hated that I created a bloody mess. I waited 2 or 3 days, 4 days, waiting for the tap like always. I waited and hated that I created a bloody mess. I waited 2 or 3 months, 4 months, waiting for the tap just for once. I waited and hated that I created a bloody mess. I waited 2 or 3 days, 4 days, waiting for the tap like always. I waited and hated this. I created a bloody mess. I waited 2 or 3 months, 4 months, waiting for the tap just for once. I waited and hated this. I created a bloody mess.
Yeah, listen, I'm not a crack shit.
Bitch, I'm not mammal. Ghost in that flannel. Walk with that candle. Juggalo vandal. Richie was a rapist, so that motherfucker had to die. Shotty got his nugget blowing hair chunks in the sky.